Oh, by the way, if anybody out there listening has any $1 million deals for myself or Les, go ahead and send them our way. We'll take it. I don't want to say no questions asked, but we might ask you what your name is and a bank account number just to verify.
That's not it. Let's go.
We were talking about the formation of your business, and after this, we'll take a quick pause for the calls. And this is a 2-part question, so we'll answer both parts and then go to a break. What's the best business advice you've received? And flip side, what's the worst business advice you've received?
Best business advice. I would say the best advice I've received is pretty much stay with it, stay consistent through the ups and downs, keep going. I don't know who told me that, but I got it from somebody. Because especially when you get started, it's hard. I guess some people got it easy, but I don't know. Most people I know that have something worth anything, they had to go through some hardships to get there. A lot of valleys, a lot of, man, which bill am I going to pay? I've been there, and I'm not afraid to tell people. It got real for me a few times. And like I say, just to get equipment and all this stuff, I had to use credit cards for that just to get anything. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting things on credit, but I'm just saying it wasn't like I was in a situation where I had some money and I was using credit to my advantage. I didn't have anything, and I really didn't know how I was going to pay even the notes, pay the little fees. I didn't really have a lot of extra cash on. And so the best advice I got was, even through those hard times, keep it going. Keep going. Worst advice, let me see. The worst advice I've ever received before. I don't know, this wasn't really advice, but I've had people who didn't have anything going on for themselves, but they wanted me to join in with them. I don't know if that's advice, but it's more like they saw the talent, they saw what I was doing, and they wanted me. Like, I had this one guy, some cat from California, he was dealing with some tech stuff. This was back in 2008. And at first, it started off with him wanting me to do a website for him, but it ended up, he so-called wanted to buy out my business. And that's like, so basically what he wanted to do was, so-called, he wanted to have complete ownership of Less is More Productions. And basically, I work for him. Everything I do goes to him. I get a percentage.
Wow.
I get a percentage of the work that I do. But here's the thing. He didn't have any money. Even if I wanted to entertain that, at that point, I probably would have sold Less is More at that point for $100,000.
Right.
He didn't have it. That's what I think he had $2,000. I'm like, dude. So I'm gonna take. Let's say it's $5,000. I'm gonna take $5,000 a day for perpetuity. I'm just gonna work for a percentage of what I'm already making to me. I could make the 100% right now. Why am I gonna do this for 40%? Right. I don't know if that advice, but I think it was just stupidity.
Yeah, that kind of stupidity that's infectious. That's contagious. That'll get on you. And you can't, so let me get this straight. You want to rope me into a digital sharecropping deal?
That's what it is. I like
sharecropping deal for a couple thousand bucks and make a percentage of what I'm making now, so that you can have a business in your portfolio? Are you serious?
He gets all the benefits of the work I do. He doesn't have to do any other work. Now he's just making bank. He's just waking up the checks. And I'm sitting there like, what? And so, you know what? I had another situation. This guy, he didn't want to buy my business, but he started his own business that was similar to mine, but he wanted me to be the primary person to work for him. And that wasn't making sense. He started his own design company, but he wanted me to be one of his main designers. And I was like, okay, that doesn't make sense to me either, because what he was offering to pay me for the work, again, okay, it's additional work, but I'm not getting paid. I'm only getting paid a certain percentage for what I'm doing for him. But
Right.
I'm spending too much time on somebody else stuff, getting pennies on the dollar. If I was in a situation where let's say nothing was coming in at all,
Mhm.
didn't have any clients, and I was desperate, maybe I could entertain that. But for where I was like, it's not a good deal. I'm already busy. Keep working and make 100% of my money. But he was trying to find a slick way for me to work for him. And again, he doesn't have to do anything. Okay, I work, do the stuff. He get his, but he was trying to get a lion's share of the deal too. You get 55%, I'm getting 45%. I'm doing all the work. It just didn't make sense. Yeah. Again, I don't know is that the advice. I just know it was a bad idea. Is all I'm saying.
And I think it goes into you're literally adding a middleman. Like, why would I?
That's it. Yeah, I like that.
Why would I add a middleman? That's not. Now, if you're 10xing what I could normally do, if you're 10xing, if you could bring in clients that are paying 10 times what I normally can bring in myself, then yeah, maybe we could work out some kind of contractor 1099 kind of thing that we sort out and we chop up, or you hire me as an independent consultant and I'm on team.
There you go.
And we could put the handoff tax in there. But what I'll do is I'll make my own company that does the exact same thing you do, and then hire you to do the work and pay you less for the work you're already doing, and then I get all the money. That doesn't. That doesn't scan. And I know it's wild because a lot of times, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think a lot of times I find that with rookie business owners, people that really don't have their own, they don't really have a viable actual business. They might have a series of hustles, like series of side hustles, and that mentality of always looking for the next hustle, the next way to come up, the next way to shorten the chain between the work and the money. It feels like that's what that kind of is. People who are professional side hustlers step into you.
Yeah, I think that's what he was, because to be, and I say this about all preachers, he had the kind of same vibe as the guy that got robbed, or so-called got robbed. That type of dude, his cause and kind of learned some things about him, about some other stuff he did. So he's somewhat of a charlatan. That's how I know. I found out he did another designer or something like that, and owed people money, and it was one of those things where I dodged the bullet.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I didn't do business with him, because I probably would have got messed up. You have to be careful with those fast talking. Like some people that's just smart enough to sound like they know what they're talking about, they talk fast. And if you don't watch it, you'll be in a situation where you get all messed up.
Right into being a co-defendant. You sitting up there next to him like, bro, what's happening? Hey,
bro, real talk.
We ride together, we die together. Hold on, bro. I don't know you like this. All right. What we'll do is we're going to take a quick pause for the cause, and then we're going to finish up. I got a couple more questions. Really, this is the next piece is going to be specifically about Less is More Productions and really diving into that. And so if you're interested in Less services, you can see I have the website on the page. You need to go check them out. But if you're interested, we're going to really get in to start chopping this up. So we'll take a quick pause for the cause.